So it's time to post on Instagram, but you don't know what exactly to post. Don't worry about it. I got a whole bunch of content ideas that you can leverage to grow your business. Let's do a quick overview of the different Instagram features that we're going to be talking about. You got live, stories, reels, and of course you got the Instagram feed. I'm going to start with live because it's a great resource for repurposing for all the ones that I just talked about. First, we got interview. This is great if you don't want to talk the whole time. Bring somebody on and ask them some questions. Some people that you can interview is team members, clients, and subject matter experts. 2, question and answer. You can go to the question bubble in the bottom right and have them type out a question. You can bring them up. So another idea for a live is work with me, whether it's your office, whether it's the event space, whatever you want to do, wherever you actually work at. People love to see behind the scenes of what you do. The next live idea is show and tell product demo. We want to know what you're actually selling. We want to see it. So this is a really dope way to be like, here it is. Let me show you exactly all the different angles, and you get to ask me questions. Goes back to question and answer. And if you're not showing a physical product, turn it to your computer or your laptop and show them exactly where the information is stored. So if we're talking about Social Media Marketing Society, we're showing you the actual portal where you can find the trainings, where you can find the Facebook group, things like that. Another idea for your live is a launch or a sale. You're going to add value to them. You're going to tell them about a solution that you have, and then boom, you're telling them about a product, maybe give them an exclusive discount because they're on your live, and see who wants it. Now let's get into reels. First and foremost, you do not have to dance. For those people who do not like to say anything, you can point into different things, bring up a topic, give them the answers, and that's it. Next idea is inspirational quotes. Now there's a few ways to do this. You can either A, find a video or photo and type out the quote, find a really good song to go with it, or 2, use a graphic design tool. I use Canva to already type up the inspirational quote using one of their templates and then put a really great song to it, and that's it. For those people who don't like to be on video, pick multiple photos, whether it's behind the scenes, whether it's product, where you work at, find a really good song and create a photo slideshow just like that. Next idea is tutorials. Everybody loves some how-tos, and you can do how-tos on exercises, you can do how-tos on cooking, video editing, doesn't matter what it is. Do it between 30 seconds to a minute, you should be good. Some tips for reels is use trending sounds. How to find trending sounds? You're going to go into your reels tab, and the bottom left, you're going to see an arrow that's going up. This is going to get the maximum reach and a possible way of getting onto the explore page. So use them. Another tip for reels, how long do I do my reels? Average is 15 to 30 seconds. That has been working, but for the how-to videos, you can go into a whole minute. Now, just because we have a whole minute doesn't mean we have to use the whole minute. Keep it as short as possible, because the only time it counts as a complete play or review is if they watch the whole thing. The next feature we're going to be talking about is the actual feed. What am I going to put in my feed? One of them is carousels. Carousels is up to 10 slides on one post. Now you can do text and design, video, do a mixture of both of those, or you could just do photo. The whole point is create a story so people can stay on longer. Another thing about carousels is it's a really great way to do how-tos and tutorials. So you can do step 1 on one slide, step 2 on the next slide, step 3, and so on and so forth. So before I get to the next content idea, I need you to do something. Just hit that like button real quick. Okay, now let's get to the next idea. Another idea is an image, an actual photo, right? What do they say? Picture is worth 1,000 words. Even though this is true, you still want to add something to your caption. That's where the meat and potatoes are. So let me give you an example. If I was to go to an event in San Diego and I had a picture of the actual beach, I'm not just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna tell a story, why I'm at the beach, why I'm in San Diego, give kind of a little tease that I'm going to be at an event, and maybe do a call to action of who else is going to be in San Diego, or click the link in my bio to join the event. Or you could be even a little bit more engaging. If I was to do a silly face, I could say caption this and allow my audience to actually do all the talking for that picture instead of me. Another example is a video. It can be very simple as taking your camera, whether it's your actual phone or a DSLR camera, press record and talk about what you need to talk about. Or if you do not like to be in front of the camera, you could do something like an audio wave. So another idea is share a meme or a GIF. All you have to do is put a title and put the meme or the GIF right below. Please stay within your brand. And that's it. Random tip. Reels counts as part of your feed post. You can either only share it to your Reels tab, but what I suggest for the maximum views is share it to your feed so it can count as a feed post. Let's talk about the next feature, which is stories. Now, one of the most common thing that we see that you should be doing right now is give the story of your life. This doesn't need high production video or pictures. This is literally you take your phone and show the people what you're doing. An example of the day in the life is literally you opening up your office or your storefront and just showing what happens throughout the day of your business. So let's say you have multiple employees or multiple locations. You could do something like a story takeover, where one person takes over your stories and shows their perspective of a day in the life in your world. Another idea is tips. Adding value to your stories is great, and it also brings retention. So give them a tip based off maybe your product, your service, so people could look forward to coming to your stories and learning something. Another tip is announcing or launching a product or a service. Create some hype, coming soon. Maybe the next story, giving them a certain type of date or time. Next story, giving them the link for a reminder, countdown stories. Make it fun in your stories that they continue to check on it over and over again until you launch. Another idea is quotes. We always love to be inspired and motivated. Add your favorite quote each day. One of the best things about stories is how engaging they are. And the way you do that is through polls and questions. Ask them, how do you feel about this? Or do a poll of A or B, or 1 or 2, or yes or no. It's the best way right now to get any kind of information from your followers. Another engaging feature in stories that you can use is add yours. This is a sticker. So let's say they were on your live. You say, yo, take a screenshot to prove that you were on the live. They can upload that, and this is great user generated content that you can actually use for your feed and your reels. Another example of the add your stickers is, let's say you have a juice company. Tell people when they buy the juice to take a picture of where they're drinking it from. If you have a podcast, where they actually listening from, on their porch, in their house, in the car. Just let them upload whatever they want. If you actually set up your Instagram shop, you can tag your product right in the stories so they could buy right within Instagram. So now that I gave you all these content ideas, you're probably wondering, when do I post them? Don't worry, I got a video for you that's going to tell you how to strategize and schedule out all these different ideas for your Instagram.